Janelle here, and I am here with my UFC Fight Night Vegas 30 recap video. It happened yesterday, like actual daytime. It happened at 1 p.m. Pacific time for me. I actually missed the first fight going in, but I did get all caught up, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I made 6 picks, and this is a very frustrating event for me, because technically I only got 2 picks. One of them was a no contest though, so I kind of feel like I should get that as well. Even if I did get that pick as well, I'm still at 500 and I'm still frustrated about that. Let's go ahead and talk about this event. So first up, I got this pick. I chose Renato Moicano to beat Jai Hubert. This is his 3rd fight in the 155 division. I think he's good in this division. He actually still looks kind of slim. He's tall. I believe he's good for this division. He looked good in this fight. Jai did get off some shots and stuff on the feet. He did connect. He did have some shots, but this was pretty much all Renato. He's able to take him down early on in the first round, keep him down, ground and pound, and hold that position. Second round, more of the same, and really more of the same. Punches started to get through, started to open him up, bleeding blood, and you start to see him break him down with the ground and pound. Eventually, he was able to take his back, rear naked choke, tap, tap, tap. Great win for Renato Moicano. Like I said, it looks like this is the division he should be in. So who should be one of the most competitive division in the entire UFC? You kind of wish you weren't supposed to be in the 155 division, but looks like he's supposed to be there. Who do you think should be next for Renato Moicano? Now, next up, I did not get this pick. I chose Nicholas Dalby to beat Tim Means. He did not. The Dirty Bird still got the worm. I don't even know if that makes sense. This was frustrating though. This was frustrating because I believe when Nicholas looks at this one, he'll feel like this is a fight he could have gotten. He looked great in the beginning of each round. Spurts, super aggressive, overzealous, sloppy. He looks kind of frantic. He looked like someone who hadn't fought in a couple of years, and he just was raring to get in there, like, you know, just someone you tease the animal in the wild cage, and they just can't wait to get out there. That's kind of how he felt in this fight, and it was too much. Tim Means is a veteran. He's able to withstand the initial onslaught, keep his cool, even though he got knocked silly a couple of times, able to get the takedowns, get his wits about him, hold him down, ground and pound, and win the fight. I agree with the win. So like I said, this is one that I think Nicholas is going to look back and feel like, this one got away from me. But good win for Tim Means. Who do you think he should fight next? Next up, this is the one where we had the no contest. I chose Andre Touchy-Feely to beat Daniel Pineda. And so the first round, Daniel landed some great leg kicks. You actually saw it hinder the movement right away. So I was like, okay, woo, we in a fight. Andre managed to bite down on it. He was like, I'm going to block some, not block some. I don't care. I'm about to get mine. He was able to come back with a nice onslaught of shots to the face, to the body, and some kicks of his own. It was a nice full body attack from Andre. He took the center of the octagon. He initiated the exchanges. He bloodied him up. Huge cut over the eye. It would have been the left eye for Daniel by the end of the first round. Coming back up, blood bleeding from that eye. Coming back into the second round, they managed to get it to stop bleeding. They were going back and forth again. Andre landed some nice shots again, and then we had a eye poke, a bad eye poke to that same eye that had the cut. Ref called in the doctor. Doctor came in, said how many fingers. He held up 3. Daniel said 1. He was like, no, let me try again. He let him try again, but he just went ahead and called the fight. You have to leave it up to the discretion of the doctor. So this is a doctor stoppage, and I believe it is technically a no contest. Someone let me know if I'm wrong about that, how this fight was officially scored. So we did not get a winner here unless it was no contest in favor of somehow in favor of Daniel. Someone let me know if I've gotten this mistaken, but yeah, so we didn't get a winner here, and this was a great performance for Andre. I should have gotten this pick. Daniel said he was effing me up. He repeated it. He was effing me up. He was effing me up. That's why I feel like I should get the pick. All right. Who do you think both fighters should fight next, but especially Andre Feely? Because like Daniel said, he was effing him up. Now, on to the co-main event. I did not get this pick. I chose Vince St. Preux, OSP, to beat Tanner Boser. Tanner? Yeah, Tanner Boser. He did not. This was in the heavyweight division. OSP looked like he was more, he was a little bit lighter than he was the last time he fought in the heavyweight division. And he just couldn't get going. I mean, really no offensive output. He didn't, I don't know if he was trying to be a counter striker. I don't know. He just didn't really open up at all in that first round. First round went to 10. He got comfortable, started landing some shots, pointed his way to that first round. Second round, more of the same, except for Ovince St. Preux was able to get a takedown, mount some ground and pound. Tanner, it looked like a fence grab to get back up, but when you saw on the replay, it looked like his fist was closed. Kind of looked like he dug his either part of his glove or dug his knuckle into the fist to help him get up. I don't think that's illegal. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Give me all the parameters on how you cannot touch that fence, because I know you can open palm it. Pretty sure you can have a fist on it. Pretty sure you can dig your knuckle into it. So I don't think this was illegal. Either way, he was able to get back up and then immediately bust up OSP. He hit him with some shots, a knee to the face. It was a right that dropped him. A couple more shots. Ref stopped the fight. TKO victory for Tanner Boser. Good win for him. Who would you like to see him fight next in the heavyweight division? Now, main event, and I got this pick. I chose Ciryl Gane to beat Alexander Volkov. He did. This is Cyryl's, like, I believe 10th fight in the UFC. It's like his 10th professional fight, period. He's 31 years old, which is a baby in the heavyweight division. So, of course, all eyes are on him. He got this decision. I completely agree. 5 rounds, all him. He really started to open up towards the later rounds, 3, 4, and 5. There was a moment where Volkov, I believe either rounds, the second round or the third, even though he got bloodied up in the third, that he might have taken that round because he was able to come forward, mount together an offense, initiate the exchanges and win the exchanges. But other than that, it was pretty much all Ciryl. I see why people are frustrated with him. They say he's a point fighter. The thing is, he is kind of like naturally physically more gifted than the other heavyweights. He's also faster than most of the other heavyweights. He's also more powerful than most of the heavyweights. So when you are faster than most of your opponents and you're more athletically dynamic, the fact that you weigh so heavily on the counter striking can be frustrating. Once he began to open up more, throw out that jab, throw out those kicks as jabs. I think he needs to use his kicks more as well, and actually create his own openings. He started to bust Volkov up open. Bloodied the nose. There was an eye poke as well in this one. So people are debating, of course, what to do with the gloves. But yeah, I could see the frustration with just that. You are athletically more gifted. You have a mind for the sport. You are faster. Open up. You could probably finish these fights earlier if you opened up. The moment that you opened up, you bloodied them. I mean, it became clear that you won the fight. So I could see where the frustration is. I wouldn't call him a point fighter. I think he's a counter fighter. I think he's a counter striker. And with his abilities, it's like, I wish you weren't a counter fighter. I wish you weren't a counter striker, because you're faster and more powerful and more athletically dynamic than most of your opponents. Why are you waiting on them when you have those type of skills? Why are you waiting? Why they shouldn't even be able to dictate any type of pace when you have those type of skills. So I see the frustration, but I think he's a counter striker, not a point fighter. We'll see what happens. Maybe he can make some adjustments there. He is barking for a title shot, which I think he should, even though I don't think he should get it. I think he should have to fight someone else. I don't know who. Only people above him are Derek Lewis and Stipe Miocic. So I think he should probably get the loser of the fight between the champ Ngannou and Derek. And I also think that Stipe should get a rubber match. So I don't think that Ciryl should be next in line after this Derek Lewis. I actually think Stipe should be. So let me know what you think for, even though I still think you should bark for the title shot, because you're gonna rate number 3. Bark, bark, bark. All right, so let me know what you thought of this entire event, how you did on all of your picks and injury updates. Of course, we had some nasty eye pokes and things. And again, let me know exactly what happened with that no contest. I feel like I still should have got that. And I think I skipped somebody. I did. I skipped somebody. I chose Ronnie Barcelos to beat Timur Laiv. My bad. He did not. And this is the other one that frustrated me, because I think he's going to look back and think that he should have won this fight. He lost the first round. Tamir was able to get him down, ground and pound. And we were like, open up. You're hesitating. You're not a counter striker. In the second round, Ronnie was able to open up and almost finish him, dropped him. He had like a minute left. He was on top. Instead of getting up and disengaging, I believe he got tired. And you could see, even though Tamir was holding on for his dear life, you could see he was out of it. Eyes were out of it. Lipstick all over the place. I got too excited, y'all. Look, but you could tell that he was out of the fight, even though he was on his back. And I think that Ronnie just didn't have enough gas to finish him there. And when you were in the lighter weight classes, you can't afford to have bad cardio. period. You have to have good cardio in the lighter weight classes, which he's in, so there's really no excuse for that. And if you would have opened up, I believe you would have finished this fight, let alone lose it. So honestly, I think this is one you're going to want to get back. That's why it was frustrating for me to watch you lose this fight. Not to take anything away from Lady. All right. So I almost left that one out. So let me know how you did on all of your picks, any injury updates. If you were frustrated with some of the losses like I was in this fight, the no contest, of course, Ciryl Gane's performance, who he should fight next. Now, really quickly, I just want to talk about the brawls that happened in the other events over the weekend. We had R3 Fighting Championship in Moscow, where we had two members from two different teams. I guess they were jawing back and forth with the mics, and then somebody, I don't know who pushed who. It's always somebody who's not on the mic pushing somebody. That of course they got to brawling, pushing and pushing, and people started fighting. Most everybody was trying to break it up, and then you saw tens of people coming in from the outside, and I was like, oh no, this is about to go off again. And of course it did. The people coming in came in with the smoke, and they started brawling again, and people trying to break it up again. It was amazing. Please look it up. R3 Fighting Championship in Moscow. Also, we had in bare knuckle fighting 18, we saw, they called it a brawl, but it really wasn't. Hector Lombard won the cruiserweight championship against Joe Riggs. By the way, I looked at the card. I recognized almost every single person on this card, by the way, and they had like 3 championship bouts. Bare knuckle fighting has never been this popular in my entire life. I never thought I would see bare knuckle fighting be popular at all, quite frankly, let alone like this, and seeing all the names that I've recognized, whether they're people who are in the winter of their careers or not. So I have to say, when I say that I want the UFC to have some competition, I didn't think that bare knuckle boxing would be one of them. Anyway, so we saw Hector Lombard after he won the cruiserweight championship. We saw another man, Lorenzo Hunt, come in the ring. He's also a fighter there, and as soon as he got into Hector's face, Hector hit him with a 2-piece. It wasn't a brawl. Hector just pieced him up with a 2-piece, clack, clack. That's it. And then Joe Riggs, the man he just brought him back and held him back. So either way, I just wanted to say that these brawls, especially when they're authentic, it's nothing but good publicity for these other organizations who need all the publicity that they can get. This is all fun. This is all entertainment for me. I love things like this happening, especially in smaller organizations that need all of the pub that they can get. So let me know how you did on the picks, of course, with UFC Fight Night Vegas 30, and let me know what you thought about these brawls, honey, with the R3 Fighting Championship in Moscow. And of course, with the bare knuckle fighting, you have Paige Van Zandt, who lost her debut in bare knuckle fighting, but she will be taking on Rachel Ostovich in her next fight, welcoming her into bare knuckle fighting. So again, more names that we know. And for Paige, you know, when she went from the UFC to Bellator, there's no shame in that at all. There's no shame in going to another organization, period. But as far as money, you might make more in Bellator. Plus, her husband's in Bellator. So we're like, okay, that's not really, that's like a lateral move for Paige. But to see that she's in bare knuckle fighting, I'm like, are they paying like that? Is bare knuckle fighting paying like that? Okay. So, I'm not saying that she's a millionaire, but you know what I mean? So yeah, so let me know what you thought about these brawls and the rise of these other organizations. I love it. And yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe, like the channel, share the videos. Please comment so we can get these conversations going. I'm on TikTok now. So yeah, subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.